7. Election of the host organization for the 75th March Meeting General Assembly 2026. Election of the host organization for the 75th August Meeting General Assembly 2026. I received the speakers list from ASRM Moldova. Does anyone else want to join this speakers list? Please keep in mind that we will have another speakers list about candidates, about elections specifically. Let's get ASRM Moldova a microphone.
Krasimira Shihar, ASRM Moldova. Honorable Chair and IFMSA family, this statement is on behalf of ASRM Moldova and then Brazil. If you agree with this statement, we kindly ask you to raise your voting cards. First and foremost, we want to acknowledge and thank the organizing committee for all the hard work that goes into making a meeting of this scale possible. We truly respect the effort.
Sorry, what do we need? Okay, so are we audible now? Animals
Yes,
online,
sir.
can you confirm?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Paolo. Apologies, ASRM Moldova. Would it be okay if you start from the beginning just so that the online animals can also hear?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Krasimira ASRM Moldova, Shihar. Honorable Chair and IFMSA family, the statement is on behalf of ASRM Moldova and then Brazil. If you agree with the statement, we kindly ask you to raise your voting cards. First and foremost, we want to acknowledge and thank the organizing committee for all the hard work that goes into making a meeting of this scale possible. We truly respect the time, effort, and energy investing in creating this space for us to come together. That being said, we would like to share some concerns regarding the working conditions throughout the event. From the beginning, it was acknowledged that the sitting arrangement was not ideal and improvements would be made. However, those changes have not materialized, and many delegations have continued to face difficulties, including limited working space, often having to squeeze multiple animals at a single table. This sitting arrangement has made it challenging to coordinate, take notes, and stay fully engaged during sessions. At times, we felt rushed to vote without having the proper space or focus to thoroughly discuss and reflect on the agenda points with our delegations, especially in situations where we could easily see how neighbor delegations were voting, which compromised the sense of independence in decision making. This is particularly concerning today, as we are expecting to vote on the future leadership of IFMSA at a moment that deserves our full attention, clarity, and right working conditions. We share this feedback with the intentions of supporting the improvement of future meetings, ensuring that all animals have space and support they need to thrive in such an intense and important event. With appreciation and respect, ASRM Moldova and then Brazil.
Thank you very much, ASRM Moldova. We'll proceed to the next speakers list requested by the subco. Oh, sorry, we have another speakers list by IFMSA Palestine. I was informed or requested to give a trigger warning. IFMSA Palestine, are you in the room? Can you give us more context about the trigger warning? PEMSA Palestine.
They asked for a minute.
Yes, we just need more context on the trigger warning.
Is it audible?
Yes.
Okay, I will share a statement about the Gaza's border closure and the effect on the humanitarian crisis regarding that.
We're not completely able to hear you. Can you try to have the mouthpiece closer, maybe?
Is it audible now?
Still not very well.
Wait. And now?
Yes.
Okay, I will share in this statements regarding the closure of Gaza's border and how the effects for humanitarian crisis here. And this is the trigger warning from my side.
Would it be okay to write this down on the chat because we're unable to hear you?
Okay, just a minute.
PEMSA Palestine, if this will take longer, would it be okay if we have this speakers list slightly later? Would that work? Is it against the bylaws and constitutions? Otherwise, it can be a point of information. Yes, point of information.
Okay, I just received a message from Ihab if we can read the statement on PEMSA Palestine's behalf.
Thank you. So the trigger warning or the statement itself is about Gaza's borders closure and how it affected the humanitarian situation in Palestine, Gaza. So we'll give a few minutes in case anyone wishes to leave the room. Also, I do believe that there are some delegates from PEMSA Palestine on site. If the internet is not working for the online delegates, would it be possible for the delegates in person to deliver the statement?
I think Ihab lost connection. Oh, he just got connection back. I received it. If someone from PEMSA can come to read the statement.
Okay, for the sake of time, Lemsik Lebanon, please proceed and read the statement on their behalf.
This statement is on behalf of PEMSA Palestine, Association Tunisia, Lamsik Lebanon, IFMSA Egypt. Please raise your voting card or your virtual hand if you support this statement. Since May 2024, the continued closure of Gaza's border has had devastating consequences for civilians, particularly patients in urgent need of medical evacuation and students seeking access to education abroad. They're not hearing. But it's working.
Can we increase the volume then?
Please.
People at the back, is it better?
Is it better now? No. I think we need to more volume. Now you can hear. Okay. I will repeat. Okay. This statement is on behalf of PEMSA Palestine, Association Tunisia, Lamsik Lebanon, IFMSA Egypt. Please raise your voting card or your virtual hand if you support the statement. Since May 2024, the continued closure of Gaza's border has had devastating consequences for civilians, particularly patients in urgent need of medical evacuation and students seeking access to education abroad. Despite limited and heavily restricted evacuations permitted for a small number of selected cases, thousands of patients remain trapped under life-threatening conditions following the systematic destruction of Gaza's healthcare system by the Israeli occupation forces. According to the WHO, over 10,000 patients urgently require medical evacuation, yet vast majorities are denied exit due to the ongoing closure of crossing. Despite the blockade has also paralyzed access to education and freedom of movement. Medical students in particular have been severely affected. For the fourth consecutive IFMSA General Assembly, not a single representative from Gaza local committee has been able to attend in person. While other IFMSA members engage in exchange, learning, and growth, students from Gaza are denied those same opportunities due entirely to circumstances beyond their control. Even virtual participation is no longer guaranteed. The siege continues to silence us. Moments before my candidacy presentation, the IOF cut the internet in large part of Gaza. I was prepared, present, and ready to speak and answer questions, but suddenly I was disconnected and never had the chance to continue. This wasn't a technical glitch. It was a deliberate act of suppression. They fight for our growth, our access, our dreams, but we will never stop shining. This is no normal life here and no safe path to leave. The borders are not just closed, they are locked to our future. We call on all NMOs and IFMSA to raise your voices. This is just not a humanitarian issue. It's a violation of our fundamental rights to health, education, and movement. We need a coordinated effort to demand open borders, consistent medical evacuations, and safe passage for students and civilians. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me reshare my screen. Sorry, internet connection issues. Sorry, I'm still waiting for Zoom to connect. Can we please check on the cable and if it's connected? trying to join the Zoom. I think it's... Okay, while we're waiting for Zoom to connect, also a kind reminder to never take a video or a picture of anyone without their consent. If you wish to take a picture or a video, please make sure that you clearly ask the presenter or whoever is going to be filmed in the picture/video. Otherwise, this is against the code of conduct, and it is also a violation of their privacy. Also, just a kind reminder, if you're not using your phone for an IFMSA related purpose, please turn off the Wi-Fi, otherwise we'll have a lot of connection issues during elections. Okay, animals attending online, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So now that we concluded the speakers list, we're going to proceed to our next agenda, which is the election of honorary life members. Sorry, technical issue. Okay, so agenda point. Now you can all see the screen. If you lose access at some point, please do let me know because internet connection sometimes. I think we have a request for a speakers list. IFMSA Executive Board. Anyone else? No one? Oh, yes. Is it Kromsy, Croatia? IFMSA Serbia. Anyone else? Okay, IFMSA EB.
Angelo, IFMSA President him, dear NMOs and IFMSA family, today we approach the nomination and potential induction of new honorary life members. Individuals whose dedication, service, and passion have left a profound impact on our federation. The title of honorary life member is not simply a recognition of past work, it is a lifelong acknowledgement of the values they have held, the change they inspire, and the legacy they leave behind in our community. Their efforts have gone far beyond titles or mandates. They have built bridges across generations, mentored future leaders, and helped shape IFMSA into the global movement it is today. Whether through tireless work at the national, regional, or international level, these individuals embody the spirit of unity, advocacy, and service that define us. We thank all the NMOs for engaging with this process, for reading the nominations, reflecting on their meaning, and honoring those who made a great difference. Your votes will not just be symbolic, they will be a statement of memory, respect, and gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you very much, IFMSA EB. IFMSA Serbia, can we please give them the microphone?
Mina, IFMSA Serbia. Dear NMOs, this isn't going to be very long and isn't going to be much of a statement, but rather a recommendation. As we all may have noticed, we have many candidates who are also heads of delegations and are representing their NMOs during this GA's plenaries. To ensure that the democratic values of our federation are being upheld, I would like to ask for those candidates to have someone else from their delegations represent their NMOs during this plenary, if possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, IFMSA Serbia. So we proceed to our candidates. We have 3 candidates for honorary life members: Iris Martin Bloom, Omni Ibrahim Hafiz Ramadan Al-Amrani, Richard Burton Hamilton. We received 3 regular motions. This is going to be very similar to what we usually do. We'll ask for a seconder. If a seconder is found, then we'll ask if we have any amendments. If there is any amendments, if there are no amendments, then we'll proceed with a direct negative. If there is a direct negative, then we're going to proceed to a vote. If we eventually have to vote, these candidates require absolute majority. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Can someone from the OC approach the stage? We need someone to hotspot my laptop. Okay, thank you very much, OC, for the help. Okay, so we have a motion tabled by the IFMSA Executive Board to elect Dr. Iris Martin Bloom for honorary life membership of, what is it, point of information? Point of order? IFMSA Subco?
Just a short information that there is no need for asking to direct negative because this cannot pass Nemo Contra. We need to vote on this.
Okay,
So to clarify, this the bylaws clearly states that honorary life members are elected by ballot. This can be an electrical ballot, so by NEMO vote, and we need an absolute majority.
so do we follow the regular, so my question is it a regular motion or is it an election? Because if it's a regular motion, then I will have to ask for a direct negative.
It is not a regular motion, it is but it's also not an election as outlined here. You just need to do a vote on NEMO vote and need to reach absolute majority. It is a motion, but not a regular motion.
So I need to read the motion, ask for a seconder?
Not even. You can just open the vote.
Okay, thank you CCC for the clarification. Thank you Subco as well. So this means NMOs have three options here: in favor of Iris Martin Bloom, against Iris Martin Bloom, abstentions. We'll let you know when the vote is open. The vote is now open. We have 57 votes so far. I'll give you 10 extra seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, so we have the results. Just a second. How many did you receive? Okay, we received 65 votes in total, 58 in favor of Dr. Iris Martin Bloom, 7 against, and 0 abstentions. This means Dr. Iris Martin Bloom is elected honorary life member of the International Federation of Medical Students Associations. I received a request for a speakers list. IFMSA NL, you're already added to the speakers list. Does anyone else want to be? Oh, you want it to be at the very end? Thank you. That would be great. So we'll proceed to the next. We have another candidate. You have 3 options: in favor of Dr. Omnia Ibrahim Hafiz Ramadan Al-Amrani, against Dr. Omnia Al-Amrani, and abstentions. We'll let you know when the vote is open. The vote is now open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're officially closing the vote.
So we voted on the honorable lifetime membership of Nia El Omrani. We received 68 votes in total, 59 in favor, 4 against, and 5 abstentions. This motion passes absolute majority. Just to make it very clear for the Baila guys, she's elected with this.
Then we have our last nominee. We have 3 options in favor of Dr. Richard Burton Hamilton, against Dr. Richard Hamilton, and abstentions. We'll let you know when the vote is open. The vote is now open. You have 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Okay, so for our final candidate. Okay, so we received 66 votes in total, 50 in favor of Dr. Richard Burton Hamilton, 11 votes against Dr. Richard Burton Hamilton, and 5 abstentions. This means Dr. Richard Burton Hamilton is elected honorary life member of the International Federation of Medical Students Associations. Okay, we have a request for a speakers list. IFMSA NL, anyone else? IFMSA Executive Board. Okay, IFMSA NL, please proceed.
Yes. Dear IFMSA family, the IFMSA is a federation composed of brilliant minds and kind souls, all whom decided that studying medicine alone was not enough. It is inspiring to see how students from all over the world invest so much of their time and energy into advocating for health justice for all, for a better, healthier world. Whilst we should celebrate the work of all of us daily, today we would like to take a moment to celebrate the work of our recently admitted honorary life members. On behalf of IFMSA the Netherlands, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Hamilton, Dr. El Omrani, and Dr. Blom for this great accomplishment. Their hard work is a testament to their commitment to global health and to the IFMSA, serving as a reminder of what we can accomplish with the platform we share, the IFMSA. I would also like to thank the General Assembly for recognizing and honoring the work of our very own Dr. Iris Blom. Her nomination highlights the importance of youth-led work, of claiming our voices in decision-making spaces, and how far a kind heart paired with determination can get you. We're honored to have you as honorary life member of our federation and look forward to your continued engagement and guidance for the IFMSA.
Thank you very much, IFMSA NL, IFMSA EB.
Dear IFMSA family, today the General Assembly has honored 3 individuals whose extraordinary journeys and lifelong commitment have shaped the identity, legacy, and vision for our federation. It is with deep gratitude that we recognize Dr. Richard Hamilton, Dr. Omnia El Omrani, and Dr. Iris Martin Blom as the newest honorary life members of the International Federation of Medical Students Associations. We congratulate Dr. Richard Hamilton, whose presidency in 1968 marked a pivotal turning point in IFMSA's evolution. As the first non-European president, he led IFMSA into the global arena, establishing our first formal relationship with the World Health Organization and expanding our reach across the Americas, Africa, and Asia. His legacy laid the groundwork for the federation we know today. We celebrate Dr. Omnia El Omrani, whose vision leadership has amplified the voices of medical students on climate, health, and equity, from leading IFMSA delegations at COP at serving as the first youth envoy to the COP presidency. She has placed planetary health at the center of youth advocacy and diplomacy. We honor Dr. Iris Martin Blum, whose decade of leadership in IFMSA has transformed how youth engage in global health. As liaison officer to the WHO, she co-created the WHO Youth Council and built lasting advocacy tools that continue to empower NMOs. Her work has shaped how IFMSA engages, represents, and sustains youth leadership. These individuals reflect the breadth of IFMSA's impact across decades, continents, and movements. The recognition is not only a tribute to their individual contributions, but a celebration of the values we hold: service, vision, and solidarity. To Dr. Hamilton, Dr. El Omrani, and Dr. Blom, thank you for your belief in IFMSA, for your contributions, and for reminding us what true leadership looks like. With heartfelt appreciation, the Executive Board.
Thank you very much. We have another person on the speakers list, our newly elected honorary life member, Dr. Iris Bloom. Can we please give her the microphone?
9 years ago, I arrived in this exact country, Greece, for my first IFMSA meeting. You reached me 2016. I still remember walking into the opening plenary in Thessaloniki, the buzz of dozens of languages, flags draped over tables, the joy of roll call, and medical students united by the belief that health is a right and change is possible. That belief shaped everything that followed, from local exchanges to negotiating at the WHO. In the years since, I've sat in rooms with ministers and world leaders, but it was in this federation where I first learned how to speak, how to listen, and how to act. Together, as young people from around the world, we made youth engagement more than just a slogan. From the WHO Youth Council to youth delegate programs, these shifts weren't handed to us. We made them happen together. And whether this is your 10th GA or your first, maybe still figuring out where you fit, this journey belongs to you too. Every space we opened was built by people who once sat where you sit now, curious, uncertain, and ready to try. But today that progress is fragile. Civic space is shrinking, global health is at a crossroads, and the systems we worked so hard to shift risk snapping back. So here's my ask. When you return home, take one concrete action to strengthen youth engagement in your context. Lead a discussion, create a proposal, because meaningful youth engagement doesn't start at the top. It starts when we lead where we stand. Progress is not self-sustaining. It relies on us who are willing to build, to protect, and to imagine better systems again and again. Thank you deeply for this great honor. To be elected as honorary life member in a federation that shaped not just my path, but my values and voice means more than I can say. Let's continue this journey together. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Bloom. This concludes our agenda point election of honorary life members, and this means we are stepping into our most exciting agenda point, which is elections of our next leadership. So what I'm going to do next is to ask everyone from the team of officials, everyone who's sitting here, to just please wait. I will ask everyone to leave the stage so that we can have all the privacy that we need. What's going to happen from our side also as plenary team, we're going to have only 2 assistant secretaries with me here on stage, as well as the vice chairperson. The rest will also leave the stage. We'll have 1 CCC member with access to NEMO vote to help us triple check everything. Before we do NMOs, as I said earlier, only 1 representative per NMO, and try to decrease the brightness on your laptop so that you have all the privacy that you need. People at the back, this is going to be a tedious and long process. I know that is not a surprise. Unfortunately, there is nothing to be done about it. I ask you for your silence because this is one of the most important decisions. This is not going to be fast. I clearly said when I presented myself in president sessions that the one thing I do not want to compromise and that I will never compromise is the quality of decision making. We'll take time, we'll make sure that that everything is recorded correctly, we'll make sure that everything is communicated clearly, and we'll triple check that before we make any announcements or make any irreversible damage. Before we do that, we'll open a speakers list. I already received the request from the team of officials, and I think I already received the request from the executive board elect. Not sure if they still want to proceed. But Theo, you're already on the list. EB elect, please confirm if you would like to be on the list as well or not. Yes, no. Anyone else who would like to be? Then it's just IFMSA team of officials.
Can I start? In the coming hours, you will be casting your votes and making crucial decisions that will shape the future of our federation for the 25-26 term. As the team of officials, we would like to extend our sincere congratulations to all the candidates for their courage, commitment, and creativity throughout the candidature, presentations, and debates. We also commend the NMOs for your engagement, your questions, and your dedication to ensuring an open, fair, and democratic election of IFMSA's next leadership. We want to reiterate that the decisions you are about to make will define the direction of IFMSA in the year ahead. Every candidate, every NMO, and our federation as a whole deserves an election process that is fair, informed, and respectful. Being elected as an IFMSA official is both great honor and an immense responsibility. It marks the beginning of a journey filled with challenges and a demanding schedule and moments of growth, but also with meaningful impact, unforgettable experiences, and the opportunity to shape global health from a medical student's voice. The election is the only first step in a term that will require dedication, humility, and collaboration. Finally, we invite you to be mindful that each decision you make is a part of a larger puzzle. Every vote you cast places a piece into the picture of IFMSA's future. One piece that is carefully chosen can affect the strength and harmony of the whole. Regardless of the outcome, we believe all the candidates deserve our deepest respect and appreciation. We kindly invite you to support, trust, and collaborate with those who will be elected, giving them the opportunity to prove themselves and lead with integrity and purpose in the year ahead. Good luck to all candidates and best wishes to IFMSA as we take this next step together.
Point of information from Lemsik, Lebanon.
Can we remind everyone about two things, the majorities for the votes and what happens if no one is elected?
Yes, I already made this request to the CCC, and they will give you in a minute. What I would like to do right now is to make sure that NMOs are seated well. Do you have any issues with the way you're seated? Are you sure this is private enough? Do we have only one per NMO? Do we have extension cords? Yes, we'll handle this part. Are we okay here? Any issues? Okay. Everyone at the back, it is only 1 hour, hopefully less than 1 hour. Let's try to sleep. Do whatever you want that does not involve speaking, because that I have zero tolerance towards today. Also, make sure that you do not go beyond this line, just because we need to ensure the privacy of the candidates. NMO presidents who are seated here, please decrease the brightness because I can clearly see the laptops of some of you. I will not see it during elections. If you're using your phone, that's great, but just an FYI, it is up to you. The doors will be closed during elections. TO, I can say TO, I need one of you to be on this door and another one to be on that door at all times. Thank you, Skovdi. Yes, all times. Sorry? Yes, we'll have a toilet break, don't worry. I just need to know who will be in charge of each door. So we have SCOF director here. We have, no. Do we have someone in this? Whoever wants to go to the toilet or do anything, this is your time. We'll officially close the door in 5 minutes.
Once again, you have 5 minutes if you would like to take a break. After 5 minutes, we'll close the door. Please, everyone, remain silent. We have 1 minute left. Then we'll give the floor to the CCC and we'll proceed with the election. Okay, so we're closing the doors. Don't worry, by the way, we'll open the door before announcing the results. Also FYI. Let's close the other door as well. Okay, we're closing both doors. Yes, Dino's on it. Okay, so I'm going to give the CCC, please proceed, if you don't mind. Brief us on the entire election process, the majority, and the different cases.
Okay, so I will try to explain this as smoothly as possible. So all IFMSA officials and hosts for GA will be elected with an absolute majority. So that means that more than half of votes are needed, and in this case, abstentions count. So in case we have multiple candidates and no candidates gain an absolute majority, we have the following procedures. When there are only two candidates for the position, the candidate who gains relative majority, so more votes than the other, and in this case the abstentions do not count, will continue to a vote of confidence. The candidate is elected if this vote of confidence reaches an absolute majority. In case of a tie, the candidates will be given additional 3 minutes of questions after other election results have been announced. After a break, another round of elections will take place. If there are more than two candidates, the two with the highest number of votes will proceed to the second round of voting and will follow the procedures explained before. And in case of a tie with more than two candidates, there are other procedures as outlined in the bylaws paragraph 3.90, and these include, among others, rounds of voting of those with the most votes to get to the outcome. We will explain further if we get to this situation. And to answer the question if no candidate is elected, in this case, the EB must make a decision regarding the replacement of that official. They can either redistribute tasks among themselves or have a special election for that position at the next GA. In the period between this GA and the next GA, the EB can choose to appoint an interim official to fulfill the position. Thank you.
Thank you very much, IFMSA CCC. Do we have any questions? I would rather have you ask the questions now so that you know what you're doing when you're voting, because every action you take would actually affect the process. Can I get a thumbs up that everything is clear and that we're ready to go? Perfect. If you have internet connection issues at any point, please feel free to raise your voting card and keep it raised. We already have a few OC members in the room with some hotspots who are willing to hotspot your device. We're not going to proceed unless we have enough number of candidates. Do not wait until we close the vote to actually communicate your issue, because in that case, there is nothing that we can do. But the moment you realize that you have issues, communicate it, we'll be more than happy to assist. Also, just one reminder, each region will get to vote on their own regional director. It seems like a given, but just to clarify, if you realize that if you're from Europe and you realize that you have access to the vote for RD African, then there is something wrong. Please let us know as soon as possible. One thing that we'll always consult the CCC is the quorum. So for each region, we need to ensure that there is quorum before we proceed. If there is no quorum, then there is also a specific process outlined in the Constitution and bylaws. According to the bylaws, the order that will follow is regional directors, standing committee directors, and then liaison officers. SUBCO is a completely different agenda point. So I believe we're ready to proceed. Still facing internet connection issues. Yes, Slumsic Slovenia. Yes, we'll close the informal vote, don't worry. Thank you, Slumsic. Okay. Okay, so we're starting with the regional director for Africa. This vote will only be open to African NMOs. We have received 2 candidatures, Irene and Ebenezer. So we're opening the vote now. NMOs from the African region, please cast your votes. You have 4 options in favor of Irene,
In favor of Aba Nazir, against both, abstain. You have 20 seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one. We're closing the vote. We then have the election of the regional director for the Americas. These are the options. We have one valid candidate, and these are the options. The vote is open. Please cast your votes. You have 20 seconds left. Then in Brazil, IFMSA Paraguay, IFMSA Panama, we're still waiting for you. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're officially closing the vote. Next, we have the Regional Director for Asia Pacific. We have received one valid candidature. These are the options: in favor of Sharif Muhammad Sadat, against Sharif Muhammad Sadat, abstain. The vote is now open. You have 20 seconds. We're still missing quite a few. Five, four, three, two, one. We're officially closing the vote. Next, we have the Regional Director for the EMR. We've received one valid candidature, and these are the options. The vote is now open. You have 1 minute to vote. You have 20 seconds left. IFMSA UAE, IMSA Iran, PAMSA Palestine. You have 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're officially closing the vote. Our next position is the Regional Director for Europe. You've received 2 valid candidatures. These are the options you have, and the vote is now open. We're only missing 3 NMOs. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the vote. We concluded regional directors. Starting from here, everyone gets to vote. We're starting with standing committee directors. First position is the SCOMI director. We've received 3 valid candidatures. These are the options you have, and the vote is now open. Fifteen seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're officially closing the vote. The next position is the SCOPI director. We have received 1 valid candidature. These are the options you have, and the vote is open. Fifteen seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Next, we have the SCOF director. We have received one valid candidature. These are the options you have. Please proceed. The vote is open. Twenty seconds left. Five, four, three, two, and one. We're closing the vote. The next position is the scorer director. We have received one valid candidature. These are the options you have, and the vote is now open. Twenty seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one. We're closing the vote. Then we have the scoring director. We have received one valid candidature. These are the options you have, and the vote is now open. Twenty seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one. We're closing the vote. Then we have the vote for the Standing Committee Director on Human Rights and Peace, the SCORP Director. We have received two valid candidatures. Here are your options. The vote is now open. Twenty seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Then we move to the liaison officers. We have LSR position. We have received 3 valid candidatures. Here are your options. Please proceed. You have 1 minute. The vote is now open. Twenty seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Next, we have the LWHO position. We have received 3 valid candidatures. Here are the options you have, and the vote is now open. Thank you. Twenty seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Next position is the LME position. We have received 2 valid candidatures. Here are the options that you have. The vote is now open. You have 1 minute to cast your vote. 15 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Next, we have liaison officer for public health issues. We have received 1 valid candidature. These are the options you have. The vote is now open. 20 seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one. The vote is now closed. Then we have the LRA position. We've received one valid candidature. These are your options. Please vote. The vote is now open. Twenty seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one. We're now closing the vote. Then we have the LRP position. We've received one valid candidature. Here are your options. Please vote. You have 1 minute. You have 20 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. We're closing the vote. This brings us to the end of the first round. We'll, of course, take a break. We'll go through the votes and inform you in a moment if we have any second rounds or vote of confidence.
Hello everyone. So we have an announcement from the Extended Code of Conduct Committee. Yesterday night we got a lot of complaint from the guest and the hotel staff that people are staying in the lobby and making noise. You know that how much hard we had, we had to negotiate with the hotel to get the timing, to allow us all the time in these rooms. So as we Extended Code of Conduct Committee, we have decided to tell the people to go to their room if they are in the lobby, And if they are not willing to go, we will be taking note of their names and will be flagging. So this is for your prior information.
Everyone, we're back. Please find your seats. Guys, please find your seats. Once again, please find your seats. Log into Nemo Vote. Guys, be quick, please. If anyone wants to leave, this is your last chance. We're going to close the doors. Yes, thank you very much, Skofdi. Can we close the other door as well? Okay, the second door is also closed. Let's start the projector. Yes, okay. So we're presenting the slides. Guys, please take your seats. We're back. Anyone who's not sitting down, please find a seat. So, Okay, so we have a second round for only one position, and only two positions will need a vote of confidence. People at the back, if you do not stop waving and actually realize that this is the election of the next leadership, I will ask you to leave the room. So, we have a second round for the position of the LWHO. We have two candidates who proceeded to the second round, Siming Lee and Salma. You will have these options. Please proceed to vote. The vote is now open. Internet connection issues. Okay, thank you guys. We'll stop the timer. Can we please help them out? Yes, OC, please approach them. Please let me know as soon as your problem is solved and as soon as you've casted your votes. Then in Brazil, they'll approach you. Meanwhile, if you are not using your device to vote, please turn off your Wi-Fi. Can we have an update? Can we give Denim Brazil another device maybe to try and use it to vote? If the issue is not connection. I'm sorry, do I see someone there? Returning officers, can you please check? Then in Brazil, do you have another representative who can vote maybe with another device? And it's also not working? Other animals, are you facing issues with your Nemo vote? Okay, so then we know that Nemo vote is not the problem. Can you please make sure you're on the right cloud? Is it possible that someone shares it again with the in Brazil on WhatsApp or whatever platform, just in case to tie any loose ends? Then in Brazil, we can confirm that we've already received your vote. Thank you very much. We're closing the vote. So then we're moving to the vote of confidence. We require a vote of confidence for the position of the Director of the Standing Committee on Human Rights and Peace. We have three options: in favor of Zaleha, against Zaleha, and abstain. And the vote is now open. You have 20 seconds left. We have connection issues. OC, could you please approach them? Okay, you're hotspotting them. Thank you. We'll be waiting for you to confirm. Thank you. Do you have any other issues? Then is that a hand? Okay, yes, perfect. We're closing the vote now. The last vote of confidence is for liaison officer for medical education issues. You have three options: in favor of Muriel Slim, against Muriel, and abstentions. And the vote is now open. You have 1 minute. Then in Brazil, can someone help them out? You have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before we close the vote, Dana and Brazil, can you confirm? Yes, thank you. Let's close the vote. So we'll need a technical break to prepare the results. Meanwhile, please feel free to share the Zoom link with your candidates as well. They are welcome to join. We'll try to have the results ready as soon as possible. Please do not leave the room. Let's open the doors in case someone would like to join. OC, can you please approach the stage? OC members with internet connection, not any OC members. Okay, everyone, please take your seats. Everyone, please take your seats because we're closing the door. VPPRC elect, can you please approach me? VPPRC elect. Again, please take your seats. Let's remain silent. We're closing the doors. Okay, so before I share my screen, just a couple of ground rules. Whenever we're reading the election of a specific position, please wait for us until we're done. We'll announce whether the candidate was elected or not. If a candidate was elected, do not clap until we ask the candidate or their NMO if they accept the position or not. If the candidate is present then in the room, then they will either raise their virtual Zoom hand or their actual hand here in the room so that the returning officer are able to identify them and provide them with the microphone. Okay? Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. So, election of IFMSA officials for the term 2025-2026, starting with the election of IFMSA regional directors.
It's not connected. Is it on?
So, the results of the election of the regional director for Africa. We had 2 candidates. We received 6 votes in favor of Irene, 2 votes in favor of Abenazir, 0 against both, and 0 abstentions. Irene Elikeim Masui is elected as Regional Director for Africa 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Irene, are you in the Zoom?
Yes, I am.
Do you accept your election?
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. Then we have the election of the regional director for the Americas. We had one candidate. We received a total of 11 votes, 3 votes in favor of Diego, 6 votes against Diego, 2 abstentions. This means Diego is not elected as regional director. We proceed to the next point, which is the election of regional director for Asia Pacific. We received one candidate. We had a sum of 7 votes, 3 in favor of Sharif Mohammed Sadat, 1 against Mohammed Sharif Sadat, and 3 abstentions. This means Sharif is not elected as regional director for Asia Pacific. Then we have the results of the elections of the regional director for the EMR 2025-2026. We received one candidature. Out of 8, Zainab received 7 votes, 1 vote against Zainab, 0 abstentions. Zainab Shamsuddin is elected as regional director for the Eastern Mediterranean region 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Zainab, do you accept your election? Can we have a microphone for Zainab? The returning officer is coming.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. EB-elect, feel free to come and congratulate your own RDEMR. I will give you a few minutes. Okay, we'll proceed to the next position, which is the election of the regional director for Europe. We received 2 candidatures. We received a sum of 36. We had 9 in favor of Ostea, 26 in favor of Rebecca, 1 against both, and 0 abstentions. Rebecca Sophie Wagner is elected as Regional Director for Europe 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Rebecca, can you please raise your hand? Returning officer, do you accept your election?
I do.
Congratulations. Okay, moving on to Standing Committee Directors.
In the Standing Committee's Directors section, we started with the election for the Standing Committee Director on Medical Education. We received 68 votes, 11 in favor of Ignacio, 9 in favor of Axel, and 41 in favor of Rodula, 1 against all. That makes Rodula being elected as director of the Standing Committee on Medical Education by absolute majority. Rodula, are you in the room? Can you raise your hand if you accept it? Yes. Congratulations to your election.
Yes, I do.
Next, we had the election of the director of the Standing Committee on Professional Exchange. We only had one application, which was Annika. Annika got 53 votes, 9 votes against, and 5 abstentions. Annika is elected director of the Standing Committee on Professional Exchange by absolute majority. Annika?
Yes,
Do
I'm
you?
here.
She does accept that. Congratulations. We proceeded with the election of the director of the Standing Committee on Public Health. We had one application, which was Krista. Krista received 59 votes, 4 against and 5 abstentions. Krista is so elected as the director of the Standing Committee on Public Health by absolute majority. Do you accept this election?
Yes, I accept.
Next, we had the election of the Standing Committee of the Director of the Standing Committee on Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights, including HIV/AIDS. We had to vote on one application of Michaela. She received 57 votes, with 9 votes against and 2 abstentions. She is thus elected Standing Committee Director by absolute majority. Michaela, are you in the room? Next was the election of the Director of the Standing Committee on Research Exchange. We had to vote on one application by Paul. He received 64 votes, with 2 against Paul, 1 abstention. So Paul is elected Director of the Standing Committee on Research Exchange with absolute majority. Paul, are you in the room? Do you accept?
Yes, I do.
For the election of the Director of the Standing Committee on Human Rights and Peace, we had to vote on 2 candidatures, Shania and Salia. We had received 28 votes in favor of Shamia, 33 in favor of Salia, 2 against both, and 6 abstentions. None of these candidatures reached absolute majority. That means that Salia proceeded to a vote of confidence. In the vote of confidence, Salia received 50 votes in favor, 5 against, and 8 abstentions. She's thus elected as Director of the Standing Committee on Human Rights and Peace with absolute majority. Salia, do you accept?
Yes, I do.
Next, we have the election of IFMSA liaison officers, starting with the liaison officer for medical sciences and research issues. We received 3 candidatures. Anna received 48 votes, Hassan received 7 votes, and Rita received 13 votes, 0 votes against all, and 2 abstentions. Anna Liacopoulou is elected as liaison officer for medical education sciences and research issues 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Anna, do you accept your election?
Yes, I accept. Thank you.
Okay, can we make sure the mic is muted, please? Then we proceed to the election of the liaison officer to the World Health Organization. We have 3 candidates. Seeming received 35. Can we have silence? Seeming received 35 votes. Salma received 21 votes. Beth received 13 votes. We had 0 votes against all and 2 abstentions. Therefore, Seeming and Salma proceeded to a second round. We had the second round for Seeming and Salma. Seeming received 47 votes. Salma received 22 votes. We had 1 vote against both and 1 abstention. Therefore, Seeming Lee is elected as liaison officer to the World Health Organization for the term 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Seeming, do you accept your election?
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. Okay, we proceed to the election of the liaison officer for medical education issues. We received 2 candidatures. Adele received 26, Muriel received 30. We had 4 against both and 11 abstentions. Because no one received absolute majority, Muriel proceeded to a vote of confidence. In the vote of confidence, Muriel received 45 votes, 6 votes against and 13 abstentions. Muriel Slim is elected as liaison officer for medical education issues 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Muriel, do you accept your election?
I do.
Congrats. Okay, then we have the election of the liaison officer for public health issues. We received 51 votes in favor of Gustavo, 14 votes against Gustavo, 5 abstentions. Therefore, Gustavo Henrique Nicolete Dale Court is elected as Liaison Officer for Public Health Issues 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Gustavo, do you accept your election?
I do.
Congratulations. Okay, we proceed to the next position, which is the Liaison Officer for Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights Issues, including HIV and AIDS. We received 61 votes in favor of Dareen, 3 votes against, and 4 abstentions. Dareen Khairi is elected as Liaison Officer for Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights Issues, including HIV and AIDS 2025-2026, by absolute majority. Dareen, do you accept the position?
Thank you very much for your trust. Yes, I do.
Then we proceed to the election of the Liaison Officer for Human Rights and Peace. We received 52 votes in favor of Adonai, 9 votes against Adonai, 7 abstentions. Therefore, Adonai Teixeira de Oliveira is elected as Liaison Officer for Human Rights and Peace Issues 2025-2026 by absolute majority. Adonai, do you accept your election?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. We now concluded the elections for team of officials candidates. Before we proceed, I just want to extend my sincerest congratulations to all the officials who got elected. You're definitely in for a bumpy ride. It is going to be very rewarding though. For everyone who wasn't elected, this is definitely not the end of the road, and you never know what destiny has for you. I hope this does not discourage you from further engaging with the IFMSA. For the election of the Supervising Council, we have 3 candidates. I will ask the CCC to kindly clarify the election process for the for the SUBCO, given that we have less candidates than the available spots.
Hi, this is Dianta. Election for SUBCO go according to paragraph 7.9 and 7.10. If the number of SUBCO Supervising Council candidates is greater than the number of positions, SUBCO members are elected sequentially for each open Supervising Council position according to paragraph 3.90. Then we go to 3.90, which I have accidentally deleted, so give me a second. We once again will proceed in the way that they will have to gain an absolute majority. So in that case, if one will receive a relative majority, it will proceed for a vote of confidence. Basically the same way we just did for the officials. We go position for position. So we go SUBCO like spot 1, we do the votes, and then if that's Maurice, we do SUBCO spot 2. Is that clear? Questions? No?
Okay, so I received a request for a speakers list. Who would like to be added? Executive Board elect. Anyone else? Let's give them the microphone.
Dearest 75th team of official candidates, tonight we want to pause, not for the results, but for recognition. Standing in front of this federation and saying, I want to serve, is one of the most powerful acts of care a person can offer. And each of you did it, with bravery, with honesty, and with love for something bigger than yourselves. You reminded us what IFMSA is made of, not just the structure and sessions, but people with vision, values, and the courage to dream aloud. You're the living legacy of 75 years of students who believed that change could start with us. In the blur of elections, we sometimes forget how extraordinary is it to candidate, the late nights, the uncertainty, the vulnerability, the hope. Whether or not your name was read today, what you have given to this federation cannot be measured by a vote. It's measured in the space you created for ideas, in the conversations you sparked, and in the inspiration you left behind. To those who weren't elected this time, please remember that this moment doesn't define you. Many of us have stood where you are now, and we want to know, and we know how it feels. But this is only one chapter in a much larger journey. It may not seem like it right now, but everything that led you here, the lessons, the growth, the strength to thrive, still matters deeply. Often, it is from these moments that we gain the clarity, the resilience, and perspective that shape our paths ahead. This moment doesn't diminish the impact you have already made, or the one you're yet to make. Please carry that forward. Some of you will now hold titles. Others might be processing difficulty emotions. All of these are valid. But know this, our work, this beautiful, complicated, meaningful work, continues with all of us. You're still needed and still seen, and we are so proud to walk beside you. So take a moment to rest, to breathe, to feel. And then, when you're ready, let's continue building this federation together. With appreciation, your Executive Board-elect 2025-26.
So this concludes the speakers list. We're going to proceed with the election of subco candidates. We have the election of subco members. We have 3 candidates, but 4 spots, which means that none of these candidates is actually competing with one another. We will have a vote of confidence for each of the candidates. Whoever gains absolute majority is elected. Please log into your NEMA votes. We'll start with the vote of confidence for Gustavo Feitas Manea. You have 3 options: in favor of Gustavo, against Gustavo, or abstain. And as I said, none of the 3 candidates are competing against one another. You will vote on each one of them separately and decide whether you want this person to serve in the subco or not. And the vote is now open. You have 1 minute to cast your vote. Twenty seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We close the vote. Next, we have in favor of Amir, against Amir, or abstention. You have 1 minute, and the vote is now open. You have 20 seconds left. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Then, last but not least, we have 3 options for this candidate in favor of Janelle, against Janelle, and abstentions. You have 1 minute to vote. Please proceed. Twenty seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. We'll prepare the results. We're back. Please take your seats and close the door. Okay, for Supervising Council, we have 3 candidates. Time to announce the result. Please take your seats, close the doors. So, as mentioned earlier, all the votes will be votes of confidence. Each candidate will be voted on separately. So, starting with Gustavo Freitas, we received 26 votes in favor of Gustavo, 24 votes against Gustavo, 9 abstentions. Gustavo Freitas is not elected as a Supervising Council member for the term 2025-2027. Then we proceed to the election of Amir. We received 36 votes in favor of Amir, 16 votes against Amir, and 3 abstentions. Therefore, Amir Abbadi is elected as a Supervising Council member for the term 2025-2027 by absolute majority. Amir, do you accept the position?
Yes, I do. Thank you, everyone, for your
Thank
trust.
you. Congrats. Then we have the election of Janelle Divani. We have received 34 votes in favor of Janelle, 22 votes against Janelle, 3 abstentions. Therefore, Janelle Divani is elected as the Supervising Council member for the term 2025-2027 by absolute majority. Janelle, do we have you in the room? I do not think we do. MSI India, do you accept the position on his behalf?
Yes, I accept on his behalf.
Thank you and congratulations. This brings us to the end of the elections part. We have a request for a speakers list. IFMSA team of officials. Who else would like to be on the speakers list? Once again, who else would like to be on the speakers list?
Can IFMSA subco be added?
Okay, I will add you to the speakers list. For the very last time, do we have anyone else who would like to be on the speakers list? Otherwise, let's give the floor to the IFMSA TO. Okay, IFMSA TO, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Is my
we can.
voice perfect? Dearest animals, on behalf of the current team of officials, we extend our warm, yes.
Please go ahead.
On behalf of the current team of officials, we extend our warmest congratulations to the newly elected officials. Today is a moment of celebration, not just for those of you who were elected, but for the democratic spirit of our federation and the passion that drives us forward. To those who will carry the torch next, we are excited for you, proud of you, and ready to support you in your transition. Your leadership journey will be filled with challenges and opportunities, and we know that with your hearts rooted in service, you will help shape IFMSA for the better. And to those who were not elected, we want to speak to you directly. This moment does not define your worth, your impact, or your future in this federation. Putting yourself forward takes courage. Sharing your vision, your story, and your hopes is a powerful act of leadership in itself. You may not hold the title, but IFMSA needs your voice, your ideas, and your presence just as much. Some of the most impactful changemakers in IFMSA are not defined by elected roles, but by their continued commitment. Please don't let this outcome silence your passion or close the door. The Federation is stronger because of you, and your journey within it is far from over. As the current team of officials, we remain deeply proud of what we've achieved together. We look ahead with hope, knowing that IFMSA's future is in the hands of passionate, bold, and visionary students, elected or not. Thank you, and onwards together. Your IFMSA team of officials 2024-2025.
Thank you very much, IFMSA TO. Sapko.
Dear TO elect and Supervising Council, heartfelt congratulations to newly elected 2026. Your election is a reflection of your ability to achieve remarkable things. As you makers who have helped shape this federation of thought will also be rich with profound learning and meaningful opportunities for collaboration and impact. We urge you to rely on each other and draw strength from the collective support of the IFMSA community. The Supervising Council is committed to facilitating a smooth transition. To all the candidates who were not elected tonight, we want to express our profound appreciation. It takes great courage to volunteer your time and energy for the Federation, and your willingness to serve is truly commendable. We hope this experience inspires you to continue your valuable contributions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, IFMSA Sapko. This marks the end of the speakers list. Then we proceed to our next agenda point, which is the election of the host organization for the 75th March Meeting General Assembly 2026. We have received one candidature from IMCC Denmark, which means the options you have will be as follows: in favor of IMCC Denmark as a host for MM 2026, against IMCC Denmark, or abstain. Before we officially open the vote, please let's open the doors, and whoever wishes to leave can leave. You'll have 1 minute for that. Okay, so let's close the doors. Once again, you have three options. Guys, you have three options: in favor of IMCC, against IMCC, or abstain. You have 1 minute. The vote. The vote is now open. Twenty seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. Just give us 2 minutes. We're back. So we had the vote of confidence for the host organization for the 75th March meeting. We received 48 votes in favor of IMCC Denmark, 13 votes against, and 3 abstentions. Therefore, IMCC Denmark is elected as the host organization for the 75th March Meeting General Assembly 2026 by absolute majority. IMCC Denmark, do you accept?
Yes, we do.
We'll now proceed with the next agenda item, which is the election of the host organization for the 75th August Meeting General Assembly 2026. Please, everyone, remain silent. We still have one decision to make. We received 2 candidatures, one candidature from Kazamsa, Kazakhstan, and the other one from CFMS Canada. The options will be as follows: in favor of Kazamsa, Kazakhstan, in favor of CFMS Canada, against both, or abstain. The vote is now open. Please proceed. Twenty seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closing the vote. We are back. We have the election of the host organization for the 75th August Meeting General Assembly 2026. We had two candidatures. Kazamsa Kazakhstan received 36 votes. IFMS Canada received 24 votes. 3 votes were against both, and we had 0 abstentions. This means Kazamsa Kazakhstan is elected as the host organization for the 75th August Meeting General Assembly 2026 by absolute majority. Kazamsa Kazakhstan, do you accept?
Yes, we do.
This concludes our elections for the day. Before we officially close the plenary, do we have any requests for speakers list? Yes, we have a request for a speakers list from IFMSA TO. Do we have anyone else who would like to be in the speakers list? IFMSA Morocco. SCOFD.
We also have an online request from Gamsa Ghana.
Okay. Thank you, Paulo. So we have TO. We have and then FGMSA. IFMSA Morocco, would you like to go first, or should we give the floor to SCOFD first? You go first? Okay, IFMSA Morocco, the floor is yours.
Sorry. This statement is on behalf of IFMSA Morocco, IFMSA Egypt, LMSA Lebanon, PIMSA Palestine, METSCO Oman, METSIN Sudan, MMSA Malta, CROMSA Croatia, IFMSA Algeria, Bohemsa, Bosnia and Herzegovina, IFMSA Joe. I want to express our discomfort with how a past incident within IFMSA structures is being brought into discussion, using it as a justification or a warning against suspending a motion, especially one that is related to something as sensitive as the credential forms, sets a dangerous precedent. While we must learn from our past mistakes, invoking such incidents as rhetorical tools to influence a current debate is not constructive, not respectful to the people affected. These stories should be treated with the gravity, sensitivity, and context they deserved, not used as a leverage in procedural arguments. We must also consider the mental and emotional toll of individuals who are constantly reminded of painful experiences every time these stories are brought up in procedural discussions. Let's focus on the matter at hand with integrity without reasoning to fear-based reasoning. Thank you.
Thank you, IFMSA Morocco. SCOF Director.
$132 NMOs, 1.5 million medical students. The diversity is huge, yet we all have one thing in common: our willingness to serve the Federation, our members, and our communities. As we navigate this service together, targeting each other, no matter the reason, goes against all the values that make IFMSA what it is: a student-led, student-centered organization. Tonight, one NMO read a statement using the suspension of a previous official as an example to advocate against the bylaw suspension. This was not only irrelevant, but also unnecessary. Bringing up a past disciplinary matter, especially involving a specific individual in a setting where it was not directly connected to the discussion, sets a troubling precedent. This reference undermines the efforts and affects the mental health of everyone involved, especially the individual, their friends, their teammates, many of whom are present in in this room and continue to contribute to IFMSA. We remind everyone that our federation does not exist to punish, humiliate, or shame its members. It exists to empower, support, and grow together. Let us disagree respectfully, advocate responsibly, and protect the dignity of our peers, even and especially when we differ. Thank you.
Thank you, Skofdi, FJMSA Ghana.
Thank you very much. I bring you warm greetings from the Federation of Ghana Medical Students Association. This morning, we stand akin because beyond the borders that divide our nation, as 1.5 million strong medical student community bound by purpose, passion, and promise. And so, to the newly elected team, your victory is a torch that has been passed on. We trust that you will carry it with wisdom, courage, and care. And to the newly elected hosts, this is more than a privilege. It is a sacred trust. And so we look forward to what you craft, not just meetings, but memories, not just agendas, but atmosphere, not just gatherings, but a renewed global spirit. And so from FGMSA Ghana, we say heartfelt congratulations to the newly elected team of officials and hosts as well, in solidarity, in service, and in shared humility. Thank you.
Thank you, FJMSA Ghana. IFMSA TO.
Anna, IFMSA LSR, here, on behalf of the IFMSA TO. Dear Kazmuza, Kazakhstan, IMCC Denmark, and CFMS Canada. On behalf of the team of officials, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude for your applications to host the upcoming IFMSA General Assemblies. Taking on this role is no small task. It reflects incredible dedication, commitment, and leadership, and we deeply appreciate your willingness to step forward for the Federation. We also send our warmest congratulations to IMCC Denmark and Kazakhstan. A General Assembly is not just an event, it is a space where we come together as one federation, share ideas, and shape our collective future. Your readiness to welcome us and create this space is something that we're truly grateful for. This term, together with the Executive Board, the team of officials, and a group of incredible members took on the responsibility of organizing both General Assemblies in circumstances none of us expected at the start of the term. It was an incredible journey filled with learning, growth, and unforgettable teamwork. From coordinating with different partners to navigating negotiations with hotels and vendors, from staying up late to ensure every detail was perfect to moving logistics and exploring a city new to all of us, every challenge became an opportunity to create something meaningful together. These moments remind us of the strength we have when we unite as a team, connecting us back to the same spirit that 74 years ago brought 30 members together to build FMSA. Today, more than 800 members gather at its General Assembly to continue building on that legacy, and the dedication of the NMOs like yours that keeps this vision alive and thriving. By taking on this responsibility, you're ensuring that our next General Assemblies can be organized with care, creativity, and local ownership, making it possible for participants to focus on what matters the most, connecting, learning, and shaping IFMSA's future together. Thank you once again for your trust, efforts, and commitment. We are excited to work alongside you to create unforgettable General Assemblies for all of our members. With a deep appreciation, team of officials. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your statements. Please remember to send them to the NMO server as well as the secretary team as we aim to finalize the minutes by the end of the General Assembly in order to send everything to the Dutch lawyers. Before we conclude today's plenary, thank you very much for your patience. I know this was not an easy plenary, it was not also an easy day. We had quite the complicated process. I truly appreciate your support. We apologize if this was not as clear as you wanted. we're always open to your feedback and we're more than happy to adjust accordingly. I'm just very happy that we managed to proceed with everything without having to repeat or without too many points of orders or mistakes. I think that is one thing I'm truly happy about. Tomorrow we'll have the roll call, so please be ready. It takes time. We'll try to send you the estimations in advance, but I think a roll call is quite important and we cannot end the GA without it. So enjoy the rest of your night and see you tomorrow at President's Sessions. Before you leave, IFMSA VPRC asked me to invite the TO-elect and also sub-co-elect to come to the stage so that they can take a picture. This also includes the online TO-elect and sub-co-elect. Please take your garbage with you. Make sure that the room is clean, otherwise the organizing committee will spend too much time. Also, please return your voting cards.
And be quiet, please. Don't make noise in the lobby. Don't make noise in the public spaces. The hotel was a little bit too much mad with us yesterday and the past 2 days, so please don't make noises. Yesterday we collected over 50 plastic bottles, so plastic bottles are also considered garbage just in case, even if the plastic bottle is not empty and it has water or things inside, they are considered garbage. So please take your plastic bottles, take your trash. Your trash is not our duty. Please. And remember, tomorrow we have CB plenary after lunch. Tomorrow we have CB plenary after lunch. Tomorrow we have CB plenary after lunch.
Hi.
We have SCOME plenary at 6 a.m. GMT, so 9 p.m. local time. Please tell your delegates to join.
Hello. Yes. There will be a change in the president's sessions, so please be attentive to your emails because we're going to provide the update there. It is regarding the CCC report, will be moved to the almost last session before the goodbye session. Okay, thank you.
Once again, the TO-elect, please come to the front. Thank you.
And once again, please take your garbage. I can see like some plastic bottles that were left on the table. The garbage that are under the tables are also your garbage. Cans are also your garbage. And vultures are also your garbage. So. They are. Yesterday someone forgot even their laptop. They're like...
Whoever leaves their trash after the TO meeting, what do we do? In the next TO meeting, they have to come before, they have to set the tables, set the chairs, set the sound. Yes, because if not, they get a warning. So they would rather do this than get a warning.
Okay, he wants it. But it will be like, you want it. Okay, so for CB plenary, associates also have voting rights, so we will need more people to join. No, but we need more people for quorum, so please join.
As another kind reminder, please take your garbage, take your plastic bottles, take your emboltures. Don't leave the work for the OC, aka team of officials. Yesterday we took more than 7 bags of garbage. Besides coordinating plenary sessions, logistics, we cannot take your garbage. So please take your garbage. Tomen su basura. Take the lixo. Take your garbage. BPPRC, take your garbage too. We are not your slaves. Por favor, take your garbage. Oh, now but today is cleaner than yesterday.
Because people didn't know that they're supposed to clean. For real. I told them because they thought that the hotel was going to clean.
And in Portugal, don't forget to take your garbage. I can see some garbage there. Take your garbage. Mati subcommember, take your garbage too. Don't leave it thrown there. Be the example that you want to give to the IFMSA. Take your garbage.
We didn't take picture yet. Don't worry.
Alpha.
Hello, everyone. Please. Okay, Darin, please turn on your camera.
Rudaina, Dareen.
In the waiting room.
Tash, Tash. Yeah, I mean, I'm so tired. Say that again. So tired. Why did they change the cam? This. Oh, you press this, it goes in the middle. Oh, left, right. One, two. If you press one, it goes to winner. You press two, it goes to the positions. That's it. Easy. Yes. Why are they so low? Oh, they want to picture. Yeah.
Yes. This is for me. Click it. Oh, okay. See. And who else is there? Adi. 13. Hi. Who else is there? What? So I wonder what came. Hi, now I can see you guys. Hello.
Oh my God, it's so dead silence here.
Yeah, it is.
We're also live on YouTube. Oh,
Yeah.
are we? Or are they?
Guys, we are done yet?
No, what filming? Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. No. Sorry. Can we go? No, we will have a quick meeting after this. I'm just setting up something. So please be there, or at least you already joined the group. Okay? Am I audible here? Okay, amazing. Oh my God.
Okay, guys, see you there.
Adam. We are very sorry to keep you waiting. We will have a quick meeting. Yes, after this. Now I'm telling the honorary watch.
Alpha.
Hello? Hello?
Hi. Please,
Am I
please,
audible right now? Should be audible now.
Alpha, please, we're live on YouTube. Can you stop the broadcasting?
Sorry, I cannot hear. Hello. Ah, so many things. So, oh my god, I don't know where are they. Okay, so the thing we will have a quick meeting right now. Hannah, could you come here? We will have a quick meeting, right? We can use yeah, I think we can use the laptops. Yes, yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry for keeping you up awake at this hour. But I hope some of you actually have normal hours, and I cannot hear you. So we will resolve that in a bit. But this is the rest of the TO elect. Let's just call it like that. Sorry, I was informed to hold you. I'm not sure why and where the other people are. But I'll stay here. I'll get picked up, I think, in a bit. Nice. I need my mission. Yeah. What did we mean for Isla's date? Was a date?
You're going to take them with us. That's my point of view. Are you seeing? King,
Right.
we're waiting for you. Hannah, Hannah, let's go. Okay. Okay, so let's go and take my bag. My point of view. Yeah. Now, Alpha's point of view.